Well, this has been a long and exhausting trial. Sure has, buddy. I've been sitting on my butt for hours. However, it would seem that at last we arrived at the truth. Inspector Gregson, what of Mr. Ashley Graydon? He's been restrained, my lord, and is being escorted to the yard. He'll be charged with the murder of Mr. Winnebank and the stealing of government secrets. Very good. And you, Inspector, regrettably, you will have to face charges yourself. Oh, Gregson. Yes, my lord. Of course. I feel bad for Gregson. It transpires that you were complicit in helping a criminal escape justice. That fact remains, whether or not you were doing so in the line of duty. The crime is a serious one, Inspector, and inexcusable. Now to the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Yes?
Oh, whoa, what was her voice? Oh shit, it's been so long. It is time for the final adjudication. Is the jury ready, Mr. Foreman? Yes, sir. Daredevil Squadron standing by, sir. This is really it now. The last push. The final call. The finishing whistle. My men are ready to deliver the verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. This turns out they all say guilty anyway. Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You will now declare your final decisions to the court. Remember when you already declared him guilty?
That's the stuff. I'm off the hook.
Well, lest we forget you did commit perjury, but I don't know if you're gonna get in trouble for that.
Finally, Luna, you finally managed to do it.
Finally is the word. I really wasn't sure if we'd come out on top for a while there.
Susie was right. You're the best lawyer in the world.
Aw, thank you. Mr. Strong, I'm not finished with you yet.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Before you start enjoying your freedom, there are certain other crimes to consider, 2 months ago, in my courtroom no less, you gave false testimony, did you not? And in relation to the trial today, not only did you unlawfully enter Winneback's pawnbrokery, you also attempted to abscond with Mr. McGilda's property, it seems.
I never done nothing of the sort.
Of course not. It's not like you were gleefully wearing Mr. McGilda's coat in your cell yesterday or anything.
Just when I was getting excited about throwing a party for Ginny this evening.
And turning our attention to the defense. Determining that, when played together, the music box disc contains a message in Morse code was, well, it was certainly a most unexpected revelation, counsel. His fucking eyes. Quite so, my lord. The prosecution was caught entirely off guard. In fact, I think we should applaud my learned friend's courage here today. I propose a toast. What? To demanding the government secrets be disseminated before the entire courtroom. Listen, shut up. We did it and we got our answers. You mind your business. Very sorry about that. Listen, Mr. Gregson didn't want to play nice with me, so I had to. I had no choice. He could have fucking interjected, but he didn't. It was the only way I could get Inspector Gregson to admit what he'd done, so... If I may say something on that point. With that. Isn't that... Oh.
It's, about the sound produced by the music box before.
Oh, you're gonna tell me that it's nothing? Oh, no.
I do wonder if that was really Morse code at all.
What? What are you saying, madame?
Oh, well, it's just that I'm really rather fanatical when it comes to Morse code, you see. So much so that the whole world seems to be covered in dots and dashes to me, in fact.
Goodness, madame. An unhealthy level of obsession one feels.
But I must say that, in my opinion, the sounds produced by those 2 discs were nothing more than that. A meaningless series of 2 different tones.
What? What? Can that really be? It wasn't Morse code after all. My lord, the defense would like to listen to the music box again. Are you off your nut? How many times do I have to tell you off? Those discs contain ministerial secrets, sunshine. This courtroom is not an appropriate forum to discuss the nature of the government communications. We know McGilda conspired to trade national secrets with our enemies, secrets acquired from Mr. Graydon. Now that the man has admitted to his crimes, we have no need to pursue the matter further.
But it's really going to bother me. Actually, didn't Sholmes go through the trouble of getting a bunch of music boxes from like different countries or whatever? Could it be that it's not the right box or something? Or like the right country's box?
Mr. Strahd,
Yeah, me lord?
that what you have seen today here in this courtroom has been extremely disturbing. Falsified evidence, intimidation, perjury, a grim catalogue of depravity. An appalling experience to befall any child.
Come on, it ain't nothing I didn't see most of the days in the back slums.
I beg your pardon?
If you're weak, you pay for it. That's just how life goes.
Gina.
But look, I reckon I worked something out today. The world ain't fair, but if you want it to change, you've got to start at home. You've got to change how you are yourself.
Well, that's a very laudable lesson, I would say. I eagerly look forward to the born-again Miss Lestrade never gracing my courtroom with her presence again. Now, with regard to the murder of Mr. Pop Winnebanks, proprietor of the pawnbrokery business of Baker Street, I hereby declare the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
No, guilty. Oh, God help my butt. I've been sitting here for too long. Ooh, fireworks. Well then, ain't that lovely? I can't believe it.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, I'll be real. I wasn't expecting. Oh, what? Oh, we're having a moment. Yes, sir? Can I help you?
On a personal note, I must say you've surprised me, my Far Eastern friend.
Oh!
Despite being a Nipponese, you saw through the pretense to that malice that festered within that Englishman. And at the same time, saw through the grime to the surprising heart of your English client. You have a curious talent for judging character, especially considering our very different cultures.
I don't think there's anything curious about it.
Whether we're from the Empire of Great Britain or the Empire of Japan, we're all human beings. We're not so very different on the inside. You know, I took this case for one very simple reason. To lock swords with you once again, here in the courtroom.
I know you did.
You did. When I encountered you for the first time 2 months ago, it reminded me of toasting friendship and trust with another Nipponese, only to find my trust betrayed. Through you, I hope to look into the eyes of the man I once knew and try to understand.
You had a Japanese man betray you?
You mentioned something similar earlier today, about total betrayal at the hands of the Japanese. What happened exactly?
Don't talk about it now.
Well, you may ask. And one day, when the time comes, you will learn the answer, whether you like it or not.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need to hear it now.
Alright, then I'll wait for that day, if I must. Coming to be known as the Reaper of the Bailey, and my retirement from service 5 years ago, it gives me cause to wonder if our meeting has some deeper purpose. So, farewell, my learned Nipponese fellow. Until we meet again.
Bye. Stay in touch. Let's get tea sometime.
That was weird.
I'm guessing that's like a foreshadowing to the next game. Oh my god! Is this not the end of the game? We're at the end of the game. This is the full end of the game. We're at epilogue, man. Basically. It's done. It's over at last. But where's Iris disappeared to? Congratulations, Gina. I knew it all along. I knew that you were innocent. Well, you did what you said, Mr. Naruhodo. You believed in me, right up to the end. You're as odd as your name. What's odd about it? I told you I had faith in you, didn't I? No one's ever had before, you see? Kept a promise, I mean. Properly. That's awful. I figured something out today. All my life, growing up in the slums, I've never trusted no one. But that's just cause I've been scared of being stabbed in the back. I mean, the more you trust someone, the more it hurts when they let you down. Yes, I think I can understand that. After all, I had a taste of it in that trial 2 months ago. I chose to trust someone, and paid for it. That betrayal left a big scar. You know though, Gina, I worked something out quite recently too. Trusting in someone else is really an exercise in learning to trust yourself. And when your gut tells you it's the right thing to do, and your trust is rewarded, there's no better feeling in the world. I think I have you to thank for reminding me of that valuable lesson. Oh, well, if you say so. Don't make a fat lot of sense to me, though. I'm trying to say that putting my faith in you, Gina, has been a real pleasure. For crying out loud, pack it in! What? But, I suppose, I sort of feel the same way. I mean, sometimes trust in someone else is, you know, alright. Thanks. This is the way I see it, Ryunosuke. A defense lawyer is only as good as faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. After this experience, I'm starting to feel like I understand what you mean. Kazuma, am I living up to your expectations? Am I turning out to be the lawyer you believed I could be? He says yes. Pardon the interruption. Who? Who? Oh, he's awake. But what the deuce does a man have to do to know it's around here, my dear fellow? Bitch! that voice! That bailiff is like, what the fuck? Where did my partner go? It's too late for that voice now, Mr. Naruhodo. I've been standing here patiently in the corner of the room for an eternity. Ah, yes, it was me all along. I would have said when you finally noticed me. I can't stand him. But you people, with your incessant babbling. Mr. Sholmes! Ah, yes, it was me all along. You see? Oh my god. I can't stand him. He changed out too fast. I wish he would just take off the hat. I'd assume you'd been taken back to the hospital, to be honest. Indeed I was. But I managed to escape again. You got it really fast then. Oh. I happen to be aware of one or two foibles of the doctor who was tending to me. I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man, and he happily issued me with a leave of absence. How very above broad. What? I didn't understand any of those words they just said. But enough about my adventures. That was a fine victory, Mr. Naruhodo. Your tireless efforts justly rewarded, I feel. Congratulations are in order. As a close friend, I tip my hat at you. Close friend! God, his hand is so fucking thick. Oh, thank you. Some great detective you are. Great at being cold as ice, maybe. Have I irked you in some way, Mrs. Strawn? While you've been having a snooze in your nice soft bed, some of us have been fighting for our lives. Well, that bullet did cause me to lose a substantial amount of blood, it's true. So I've indeed been feeling somewhat cold. Not perhaps as cold as ice, but, well, have a feel. Could you take your hands off my neck, please? The best thing to do in the winter time when your hands are cold and you just touch someone's neck or their backs. And, in some way, I suppose, congratulations are in order for you too, Mrs. Strong. What's that supposed to mean? Why are you so half-hearted? Well, naturally, it isn't my intention to alarm you, but... An acquittal in a trial with that particular prosecutor is perhaps a little precarious. Oh, well done, Mrs. Sholmes. Not alarming in the slightest. Oh, the Reaper, you mean? Cause anyone who's found not guilty in a trial he was working on wind up dead anyway? Is that it? The very point I was trying to make. As exemplified by the fate of Mr. McGilded, in fact. Ah, but of course, I pay no attention to such irrational drivel myself. Yeah, well, it don't bother me. Oh, really? Of course not. The way I see it, the Reaper's a bit like him upstairs. Him upstairs? You mean, like God? Yeah, him upstairs knows what's what, right? He knows what people are like on the inside. He won't have gone the wrong end of the stick. There are some coves like that bog treader, what are rotten to the core. At the end of the day, him upstairs makes sure they get what they deserve. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Divine justice is just one thing though. The Reaper taking matters into his own hand and claiming lives is another. Well, I ain't like that McGill is all out of this world, so I ain't scared. I got principles, see? Where did Iris go? A trait in which you is to be admired, Mr. Strahd. Oi! Just give it a rest, alright? As I was saying, congratulations are in order. The news of your acquittal was very welcome news to me indeed. Let me express my heartfelt congratulations, Gina. What a weird way to do it. Well, There you are! Oh, there you are! Haley! How long have you been here? Honestly, I went to the main entrance especially to meet you there. Ah, Iris, my dear, I do apologize. But wait until I tell you what happened. This pair made utter fools of themselves. What happened? As you know, I have a penchant for disguise. I was hiding in this room dressed as a bailiff. But those didn't know my presence at all. They had no idea. Can you imagine, Iris? Would you credit it? I'm not sure, really. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry, Hurley, but you just don't have the weighty presence you seem to think you have. In fact, you really ought to be careful about that. It's going to land you in trouble one day. I'll be careful. Ouch. Anyway, it's such a shame. I was so hoping to throw a party for Ginny tonight. But you won't be able to come, will you? Don't look at me like I'm gonna be knowing no for a while. You heard the judge's patter. I got stuff to make amends for, apparently. All of them offenses. What was it again? Breaking and entering, taking the bulk treasure stuff, what wasn't logged, blah blah blah. Yes, I think you'll find that basically, being a pickpocket is the main offense. But Divine ain't an offense. It's a job, ain't it? Oh, diving, whatever. I don't think so. Still, it has got me thinking all this. Maybe I should start looking for another line of work. I mean, you didn't start off as a lawyer, did you, Otto? Well, no, but I was never a pickpocket. Well, anyway, I reckon I can make a change. I'm gonna do something for him like... What? I'm gonna do something for all them lot like me for the slums. Something to make a difference for them. That's a wonderful idea, Ginny, and I'm sure you can do it. Hehehe. What is it? Nothing. Miss Gina Lestrade, the prison carriage has arrived, ma'am. Please come with me to the rear gate at once. How'd you know? Right. Well, looks like I'm off then. Yes. Goodbye, Gina. And good luck. Otto? Yes? But what? What's wrong? Why? Oh dear. Ah! What was that for? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say, so... Indeed. Perhaps the situation calls for a phrase hitherto missing from your vocabulary, Miss Lestrade.
on occasions such as this. I would recommend a simple thank you.
Oh. Oh, yes. It's good advice, Ginny.
Right, I see. Well... Thanks, Otto. Thanks for everything what you've done, for believing in me.
Aw, you're cute. Not at all. In fact, that should be my line. Thank you, Gina.
Yay. Cute Patu. Well, now what? Well, there she goes. I wonder if I'll ever see her again.
Well, well, quite the indomitable pick purse.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I put the paper outside. It's a special edition, and this trial is all over the front page.
Hiya!
Pickpocket's innocence proven. Isn't it wonderful?
You should have shown it to Gina, Iris. She would have been thrilled.
Oh no, how silly of me. But anyway, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Ugh, not again.
Well, what do you say, Uno? Hurley?
As usual, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first.
Absolutely not. I have no intention of listening to anything but good news.
And there you have it. How people answer that question says a lot about them, doesn't it?
Let's not go there.
Alright then, maybe let's start with the good news this time. The rain has finally stopped. It was a record level of rainfall apparently.
Well, that is good news indeed. We can journey back in greater comfort.
Alright then, what's the bad news?
The huge storm has left the seas very choppy. The channel in particular is awful, so sailing out to Dover has been delayed by a day or more.
Wait, Dover?
That's right. If we head to the station immediately, we may still make it in time to wave Susie off.
But there won't be a train, surely. We couldn't be that lucky.
Who do you think I am, Mr. Naruhodo?
Mr. Sholmes?
I rushed to Victoria Station earlier and made arrangements for a special express. If we hurry now, we shall be there in time for dinner. And I know of a fine restaurant that serves the most delicious baked sole.
I know. The great detective does it again.
Indeed he does. I happen to be aware of a number of rail transport directors' foibles, whatever.
What?
I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man, and he happily laid on the locomotive. Elementary.
Just an idea, but it might be wise to stop manipulating people that way.
What are we waiting for then? To London, Victoria. Oh, we're going to go see Susie. Susie. Oh.
I didn't think we would see her.
5 a.m. Goddamn. That took somewhat longer than I anticipated.
Susie's boat must be about to leave now.
Mr. Sato, where are you? Why is she standing there by herself? Over there, look! It looks like she's reading something. That's a big book. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Mrs. Sato, wait! What are you doing?
Oh, Susato, it's been so long. Mr. Naruhodo, what are you doing here?
What was her voice? Shit. We came as soon as we could after the trial. I mean, we heard that sailings were being delayed due to the bad weather, you see.
Oh, I see. Then tell me, how did Gina's trial go?
It went well. She was acquitted.
That's wonderful. Really wonderful news. Sato!
The book you were about to throw into the sea. It was your Encyclopedia of British Law, wasn't it?
Oh dear, I was hoping you hadn't seen that. I'm not worthy of practicing law in any way now. So, I was saying my final farewell.
You were saying goodbye to law. You, Susato-san? Would I be correct in assuming? It's because of the peephole, Miss Susato.
I deliberately altered the scene of the crime, and then I tried to hide the fact. What I did is utterly unforgivable. That reminds me. How did you even come to have this, Susie? On the evening of the incident, Mr. Sholmes had invited Gina to dinner, and if you remember... Oh yes, we had a wonderful time. Well, Gina gave us a little introductory lesson, didn't she? To the art of pickpocketing, I mean. Oh, that was so much fun! I stole Runo's armband!
Yes, please don't do that again, Iris. That band is very important to me.
Well, if it's so important, you should pay more attention to it. You didn't notice for ages. On a whim, I thought it'd be fun to see if I could take the cat flapple-mat, so I put it in my sleeve. Really? And then I rather forgot about it, until I found myself in Mr. Winneback's shop with it later that night.
How did you not notice it? It would have been heavy. I see.
And then... Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes!
Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. Right.
After Mr. Naruhodo had left the shop, I started to think. That door started to play on my mind.
The storeroom door, you mean?
Yes, if Gina was anywhere in the shop, I realized it could only be behind that door. And at that moment, the little device that I had up my sleeve sprang to mine. I was so worried about Gina, I simply had to know.
So, you used the cat flapple-mat to make the peephole in the door?
As captured in the photographic print at the shop. By one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
Indeed, it was of the first importance, that point. Precisely when the peephole was made, that information would prove to be Mr. Naruhodo's greatest weapon. Though naturally, without proof, it would have amounted to nothing.
But when I looked through the hole in the door, the sight of that met my eyes made my blood run cold. Thoughts started to run through my mind. I remembered that trial 2 months earlier.
The trial of Magnus Begilded.
I thought about how he had manipulated the evidence and arranged false testimony to secure his freedom. It made the British justice system feel very dark and sinister to me. And then, a terrible thought occurred to me. What if some wicked criminal was planning to do the same thing now? Because from the appearance of the crime scene, it looked exactly as though Gina had shot Mr. Winnebank. Even though I was sure she would never have done such a thing.
You were worried that the true culprit would try to frame her for the crime.
That's right. But then I realized it would be very difficult for anyone to give false testimony in this case.
What do you mean?
Well, the crime appeared to have happened behind the door of a locked room. For someone to claim falsely to have witnessed it, there would have been a way to see beyond the door.
For which, a peephole would be the very thing.
Only the peephole I had made wasn't actually there until after the crime had been committed, of course. And the criminal would know that, so it wouldn't make any difference.
But the possibility of a rather ingenious trap was there, was it not? A trap? Is that why she did it?
So, is that why you kept it a secret, Susie? You never mentioned that you made the peephole to anyone, not even to the police. I know, and I knew at the time what I was doing was wrong. A criminal offense, even. That's why I decided to confide in Mr. Sholmes. If Mr. Naruhodo was completely backed into a corner, with no other possible means of escape, the truth about the peephole could save him. That was my plan.
She really does think of everything. But then, why didn't you just tell me everything before the trial began? My dear fellow, you're not thinking straight. If she had done that, it would have rendered you complicit in the whole escapade.
could have been disbarred if you had been seen to have knowingly tampered with the crime scene. So Mrs. Sato decided to shoulder the burden of responsibility alone. For your sake, and Mrs. Lestrade's.
Mrs. Sato. The truth is, when it happened, I did it because I'd lost a little of my faith in the law.
Oh.
I was worried that the right person wouldn't be convicted of the crime. But the moment I allowed myself to think that is the moment I lost my right to call myself a judicial assistant.
What you did isn't comparable to what he did. Brayden is the one who lied in the witness stand, using that peephole as a way to implicate Gina. And besides, if the peephole inconsistency hadn't existed, I'm not at all sure that she would have been acquitted in the end. Mrs. Sato, what you did saved Gina's life.
Well, with your kind words, Mrs. Naruhodo, you've saved me too, from my regrets.
Susato! Well, we must all be thankful that Miss Lestrade's freedom has been assured. Yes, exactly. Although some of the loose ends in that trial will continue to play on my mind, I'm sure.
But the revelation that the music box disc contains secret messages, Mr. Naruhodo. What a triumph to work that out. I'm full of admiration.
Well, actually, that argument wasn't quite as compelling as I thought it was.
Oh, it wasn't?
There was a communications officer among the jury, remember, you see, a telegraph operator. And she said that the majority of the sounds on the disc were just meaningless tones. As one would expect. After all, we are talking about secret government communications. No doubt they were written in cipher to avoid being readily understood should they have been intercepted. In cipher? I see. So then, we could never have hoped to understand the message anyway. Nonsense, my dear fellow. It's quite a zero-pipe problem, I assure you. So... Gi? Eh? 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 What? Where did that come from? He just said Cosmo's last name. Or first name?
Well, that can't be a real word, can it?
What? How did that... So then we couldn't... It's quite a zero-pipe problem, I assure you. What does this mean? What? What? How did it... What? Huh? Huh? Where did it come from? That's so abrupt. Did you suddenly decipher that... What? Why is his name being shown up here?
Well, that can't be a real word, isn't it? Can it? How funny.
Wait! Iris, what did you just say?
Oh, I just said asogi. Does that word mean something to you?
Mean something? Oh, does she decipher it?
Asogi was the name of my best friend.
What? But how? How do you know that name, Iris? I wrote it down during the trial before, when the message was playing on the music box.
She deciphered it, this bitch. I'm sorry, you're not a bitch. She just transcribed it on the fly. She really is a genius.
I thought the message probably wouldn't be written down in plain Morse code, so I tried various ways to interpret it. But whenever I tried, the words just didn't seem to make any sense. That is, in English at least. Oh! It suddenly occurred to me, you see? There's more than one Morse code, not just the English variety. Various countries around the world would have altered and added the Morse code to use it in their own languages.
I don't believe it. Are you saying...
That's right. I've only actually seen a chart of Japanese Morse code once before. But I think it's based on the Iroha panagram, isn't it?
Panagram? Whatever, I know this. And you mean to say that in Japanese Morse code, the message says asogi?
Yes, I think so. I'm sorry, but I don't remember all of the Japanese Morse code. Iris, would you let me see that?
Mrs. Sato, do you know it? Do you know Japanese Morse code?
Yes, I spent some time studying it.
What does it say?
Because I'm quite sure Morse code will become ever more important for international communications.
What does it say? then might I recommend, my dear madame, that you focus your efforts on the English further.
Be that as it may, Iris, show me the message, please.
Of course. What does it say?
But what can this possibly mean?
Whatever it is in that long sequence of supposedly meaningless dots and dashes, it's made that color drain from Susato-san's face.
There's no doubt that this message is written in Japanese Morse code.
So the British Empire has been using Japanese for its secret communications.
I don't understand the reason why, but the message appears to be a list of 4 people's names.
4 names.
The first is Kei Asogi. Kazuma Asogi. Why? Why is his name on that disc? Second is A. Shin.
Shin? I don't recognize that name.
The third, T. Guregusan.
Gregson! Still, it would seem Tobias Gregson is the 3rd man on the list. And what's his name doing in the secret government communications as well?
What the fuck? And the last name?
Is it ours? What's the matter, Mrs. Sato? Is it ours?
It's just so strange. So unexpected.
Oh, what is it, Susie? Don't keep us in suspense.
The last name is J. Wilson.
What?
Wilson?
John H. Wilson? You mean Daddy?
What? It says only J. Wilson, so I'm afraid I can't be sure. Then, after the 4 names, it reads, if I translate from Japanese, that is all 4. And that's the end of the message. Or rather, the end of what you noted down, Iris. What? I just can't believe it. Who would have ever thought that those discs contain Japanese Morse code? Not to mention strange lists of some disturbingly familiar names. Except for Shin, huh?
It would appear that this particular message is a communications of some kind between Great Britain and the Empire of Japan.
So, Daddy could be in Japan then. Where's Susie and Runo come from?
Oh,
Well... No, it's not very likely really, is it? I mean, there are thousands of people with the surname Wilson, and there must be tons of J's among them.
Professor John H. Wilson, visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. We can't tell Iris about that now. We just can't. This is so strange. Somehow, in solving the case of Mr. Winnebank's murder today, I feel I've rolled back a boulder at the mouth of a very dark cave.
I do wonder if perhaps it's a dark cave that we shouldn't go wandering inside.
It's a dark cave that would probably have no choice but to go inside in the next game, probably. Oh look, the flag wave.
Oh dear, the ship is gonna set sail soon.
Yes, it seems so.
I'll sail on that steamship first to the port of Dunkirk in France. Then I'll change onto a larger passenger vessel bound for Japan.
You're really going then, Susie?
We wish you a safe passage, Mr. Sato.
Susato!
Thank you so much. I wish all of you the very best.
Mr. Sato, I had hoped to have always had you by my side, to guide me and support me.
Mr. Naruhodo!
Please, come back soon. As far as I'm concerned, you really are the very best judicial assistant in the world.
I'm quite sure. I'll be back before you know it.
Really, Susie?
Oh, now don't forget, Iris. I made you a promise I've yet to fulfill.
A promise?
About your manuscript.
Oh yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Well, Well, I'll be waiting for you then, Susie. A promise is a promise. Definitely, Iris.
Susato, goodbye!
Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes.
Do you remember the first time we met?
Yes, of course. On the SS Bruya, when I was dragged out from that wardrobe, still half asleep. We met in your first... when you were accused of murder, Ryunosuke. It was ever so briefly. If I remember rightly, you threw me halfway across the cabin with a Susato takedown.
You know very well that I'm talking about after that. It's strange, but being thrown together as we were in that case, I somehow felt straight away that you were the perfect person to continue Kazuma-sama's great legacy.
Mrs. Sato.
And my instincts were right. I really want to believe. No, I'm sure that... I'll be back soon. Farewell until then.
Goodbye. Can we hug? Just a little hug. Just a hug. It doesn't have to be... Goodbye. Give me a hug.
これでなるほど龍之介最初の冒険の物語の
Bye. All the cats with us. Oh my god.
不
Bye.
思議な運命に導かれてここまで来たような気がする
Susato,
僕は
bye.
弁護士になって異国の街で名探偵と出会った
Are you fucking trying to talk to me, bitch?
これからも
Are you trying to talk to her, bitch?
さまざまな困難が僕を待ち受けているのだろうでもどんな危機だって大逆転できるそんな気がするだって僕には世界最高の仲間がいるのだから
Deadass almost fell in love with Sherlock there. That doesn't make any sense. I mean Herlock. Oh, Ryunosuke. Oh, I can't believe the game is over. Ah, yes, Mr. Naruhodo. What? Yes, Mr. Sholmes? I have some rather awkward news. The railway company has decided to sue over the Special Express train, apparently. Huh?
It caused such a commotion on the line. All the other trains had to wait at stations.
But really, we would never have made it to Dover in time otherwise. Anyway, I explained everything, and how it was all your fault. Huh? Oh my god, it's not an Ace Attorney game without it ending in some way where I have to pay money for something. I believe a formal complaint should be delivered to your office tomorrow. But not to worry, my dear fellow. According to Mrs. Sato.
You love defending yourself in court.
Huh? What?
It's alright. I'm perfectly happy to testify. He really didn't look like the sort of man who'd do something so outrageous. See?
Mr. Sholmes. Yes? A word, if you don't mind. Why, certainly. Any word you like. Bellow it out, my dear fellow.
Oh yes, I love Runo's words, and I'll know just the one he'll use here.
Then, I really must say, fuck you! Oh, the end credits has things happening! Oh my god! You guys, we beat the first game! Shoot, Takumi, thank you! Thank you for creating Ace Attorney! I love this series so much, and I love this game so much! Oh, in the following weeks, hundreds of music boxes arrive at Baker Street from all over Europe. Something was afoot. Though it transpired, I had ordered them all myself. So I'd advertise them for sale with, used by Mrs. Sholmes to solve an important case. And the money I've earned. Consulting detective works pays a pittance by comparison. Oh, God. Oh, my God, I can't. I love this game so much. Okay, obviously, nitpicks. cases and everything dragged out for way too much.
Ah, I haven't slept a wink. This manuscript is due tomorrow now. When I'm this busy, Hella usually cooks for me breakfast. Well, cook is an overstatement. For some dried toast and insipid coffee. I do miss Susie and her lovely Japanese breakfasts.
Yeah, cases and trials would drag on a little too long. There's a lot of this happens, but this happens. But I did this and oh my god.
Witness your testimony! It's riddled with contradictions! Exactly, rarely do rare go wide going to the rare steaks themselves! What? Oh my god, it's been so long! Well, I know no son knows his father is an innocent man, or are you calling my son a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther. Witnesses. My court is no place for your petty arguments. Oh my god, it's been so long.
Yeah. I think if they had cut it down just a little bit each time, it would have like worked out well, but like everything just dragged out for too long. But having to live at the Russian dance at the shore in Shanghai and laid low on the steamship for a while. But last night, I apprehended an extremely suspicious Japanese national on board.
I've done nothing wrong! All I did was give Wag-Eye's offspring's refuge in my pocket! A man brings some kids on board and suddenly he's a hardened criminal! It's not fair!
How did Wagahai have offsprings? Anyway, aside from that, you've seen how I've been playing this game. I've just been thoroughly enjoying everything. I love the animation, I love the art. Animation and art is fucking amazing in this, and scientific investigation will be the gold standard for policing in the new age. I dream of a world governed by the tenets of order and discipline. Like a great clock, in fact, whose hundreds of parts mesh together in perfect unison. I don't care about you, you're probably gonna be a villain next game. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have but 2 minutes and 37 seconds until my next appointment. Yeah, I absolutely love this style. Their slight motions, their slight animations, all the movements that they do is ever so slightly, but it adds so much to like bringing realism into the fucking characters. It's the best. It's the best. The latest Rants magazine is out, and I'm in it again. Whenever I say that one line she wrote now, I get a standing ovation. Want to hear it? Not bad, I suppose, for an amateur. So you're still in the force, huh? Good for you, I guess. Glug, 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 glug. Okay. Her ladyship puts me to shame. Okay, well, I'm glad you still have your job, but I like want more Ace Attorney games that are in this style. This style works so beautifully with the game itself. I love it so much. There were instances with like Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice where like it was slightly been visiting an old girl on a daily basis, of course. Joni, my old jailbird. Must say, battling with those baldy stares every day has done wonders for the Dicky Peg. What? Managing rather well with the housework too. Got this maid business taped up, I say. Hope the gossiping neighbors don't realize the man of the house is his own maid. With the animations that they had in Dual Destiny and Spirit of Justice, maybe not Spirit of Justice, but Dual Destinies, it was definitely a little bit slower. I felt things moved a lot slower, but here it works. The pacing is like perfectly well.
My Broly's back on the beat again. All thanks to the Reaper.
There's nothing I enjoy more these days than hunting out small change in the gutter. Well, I'm better Bobby now, looking out for the Londoners. They'll drop the pennies and my lovely wife. Oh, Pat.
Oh, Broly.
I'm so happy for them, I guess. Story-wise, there's clearly a lot more of the story that has to be that needs to be opened up to, because the second game must be a continuation, must pick up from this first game.
Looks like I'm gonna be doing time for a bit now. But Iris comes every day for a natter, so it ain't too boring. She's always going on about all them cases what Sholmes is looking into. Criminal investigations are kind of interesting when you get into them.
Okay. So I'm so fucking excited to play the next game. I don't know if I want to take a break. Taking a break sounds like such a bad idea though, because I want to play so badly, because I know there's got to be more. We're gonna get more. I feel Mr. fucking something's gonna happen. Yes, I've renounced my inbringing into the life of sophisticated crime. I don't care about regrets, please. I don't care about you.
Give up a broth, that ain't the Ash we used to know.
Why are you guys sharing the cell?
We got time in here, plan to come back on Middleton and Shulkin's milk run, right?
Whoops, I didn't touch control for a long time.
The three musket Watsits.
Milk in the neighborhood for all we do. What? Okay, settle down. I don't care for you three. there's so much story to unpack. Like there's a lot. The whole thing with Kazuma and Gregson and Shin and Gregson. No, I said Gregson and Wilson and stuff. Like, I bet you Shin is the traitor that the Reaper had mentioned.
This past 6 months has been a time I shall remember forevermore. Painful goodbyes and wonderful encounters. I've come to realize that's what life is all about. Naruhodo-san, I promise. Your assistant will return to you one day. But for now, I leave you with many memories and a heartfelt wish that life will treat you well.
Susato! I wanna just, oh my god, I'm gonna be so bummed. I'm gonna be so bummed when this is over, when I play the next game, it's gonna be over. I'm already dreading the ending of the fucking next game. I don't want to. Look, babies! I can't stand you guys! I love it. Oh, I wish Kazuma could be here to enjoy it, but oh, Kazuma. Anyway. I love this game. I think this game is officially like in the top. I was thinking about it the other day of whether or not it would beat Kazuma, you're so pale looking. Why do you need to get out of the sun? What is this stuff? Don't do this to me. I can't look at this. Is this just like them walking towards their journey? Is Kazuma gonna trip and fall? I don't want to see that, please. Oh my god, are you kidding me, Kazuma? I can't stand it. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I was debating if it's still. I think Apollo Justice will always be #1 in my heart because that's just the first Ace Attorney game I ever played, and it holds a very special place in my heart. But this game definitely is like second place or like 1.5. It's like up there. I love this so much, and I love this series. I'm sure the second game I will also love. I so thoroughly enjoyed this to every fucking fiber of my goddamn being. Some of the characters are a little bit like this girl here. Nothing ever came up with her. I think we'll probably hear maybe about her like in the next game because she was involved with Wilson or whatever. But like, it's just like, God, what can you like? I just love it so much, and the fact that like, will they ever make another game in this series? That's so fucking sad. It's so sad when you like love something so much and it just like there won't be any more of it because it just ends that way. I love this so much, you guys. Have I said how much I love Ace Attorney? I love Ace Attorney so much. I just. Still walking. You guys, this year I played a lot of games that made me cry. There's been a lot of good games. I'm such a fucking baby, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, Kazuma, you were taken from us too soon. I can't stand it. I just want to know what was the deal that you were going to do, man. Fuck. Anyway, God, I don't know. It's so late now in the day. I'm just like ready to go to bed, but I can't even go to bed yet. I'm just like, God. Fuck McGilden, man. It caused me nothing but trouble. I will say the cases themselves were not very like, they were long, but like, in the case of McGilden's case, something about it felt very like, I don't know. Lackluster is not the right word. I don't know what it was about it. There was like not a whole lot to it, I guess, but it was also the second case. So maybe that's why. And it ended up leading to like a bigger thing, which like was also kind of whatever. But the addition of like Sholmes and like the logic and deduction stuff was such a fun addition to the game. Like I love doing it, even though it's very easy. Like doing it all is very easy. It was like still just a just love being able to interact with Sholmes, who I started off just being so like frustrated with, but he ended up like it's you can't help but love him. I love Sholmes so much, not as much as Kazuma, but I do love Sholmes very much. And God, I'm just dreading when this all ends, to lose out on him. To lose out on everybody at the end of the game. Oh my god, maybe I should take a break from playing this game. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, and then there's the whole story behind the fucking Zeke's, man. Come on, we have to hear about the person who betrayed him. It's definitely gonna be Shin. It's gonna be that Shin guy. I don't know who he is. It's gonna be Shin. Oh, Gina. Oh man. I guess my only other gripe with the game, the nitpick with the game, was that a lot of the characters were all like this, like, they come off a little bit more realistic in the sense that they were all like, because they're in Britain, they're all like blonde and blue-eyed and stuff. There's obviously different characters, like Iris, who's clearly fucking not a British person. She's just pink hair, for fuck's sakes. But I could have done with a little bit more character variety, I think. You know what? They showed characters that they never brought up again. Okay, the Jester and the bee guy never showed up again. Who are they? Do they matter? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the next game. They must. There must be something. Is Sato gonna stop? No. Oh, good. It's so cute. I can't stand it. Oh my god. I love it so much. And I'm so sad that, like, it's always so sad when you play a game that you love so much, because then, like, the next time you play it, you'll never really live that same sort of experience. What are they wearing? Also, why does it look like Ryunosuke lost his hair? I don't even know what I was saying. What was that picture? I guess it was a picture of, like, if they both were to arrive in Britain or something, or they both traveled or what. That scared me. I thought there was some more. Okay, it's done. Oh my god, I can't. So, let me check here. Might as well. It's gonna be taking a break from this game for a bit because I have to prolong it, or otherwise it'll end too early and I'm gonna be so fucking sad. So, what do we have? When I first started, the game gave me some extra content, or gave me, like, images in the gallery or whatever. Hello, I'm Kazuya. Okay, I'm not reading this, but I will look through the pictures. How do I? Oh, here. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, can I move up the text? Okay, sorry, text. I love you, but I also want to just look at the pictures because I'm a bitch when it comes to drawings, man. I'm a fucking freaky thought. Anyway, I do like that the hair is, like, somewhat, like, simple, but also has a little bit of, like, the Nick look to it because of the spikes. Although I didn't realize that there were two spikes hanging out the sides. I didn't realize it looked like that. It's very, like, you know, the Nick spike thing, so that's cute. Kind of looks like devil horns, but we'll just ignore that. Oh! Okay, so I was wondering why, like, I had such a strong, like, love for Ryunosuke. I was I have a strong love for Ryunosuke and I have a strong love for Apollo. But when it comes to Phoenix, I'm kind of like meh with him, whatever. Like, I don't hate him, but, like, you know, he's just like kind of whatever. And I realized it's because they're on the younger side, like Ryunosuke and Apollo. They're on the younger side. They start off like, there's something about them that's just small in stature, whereas Nick is like kind of just started as a grown adult, while these kind of look on the younger side. So the maternal side of me is just like, my sons, my child, and I think that's why I have such a strong love for them. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, glasses. Do I even... No, the glasses looks like kind of just like a, yeah, I know everything kind of thing. Oh, chibis. Susato, yeah, and her design is like, you know, it's plain because it's like meant to be like more of a realistic Japanese like person, but there's a little bit of flair to how the hair is designed. And I think it's very nice. I think it works great. I think it's lovely. Oof, the other designs are kind of... Oh, the outfit is cute on the left, though. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Aw. And then there's Sholmes. Admittedly, I don't like how his hair looks when he's, when his hat's off. Like, I don't like how poofy the top looks, but, you know, he's still a handsome man regardless. You know, here, look at that. Look at that. What a guy. What an idiot. What an actual idiot, but, man, can't help but love him. Fuck those goggles. I don't like that poofy hair. I don't like it. I don't get it. He also wears a hat, so how does it stay poofy like that? His hair is styled as whiffs of smoke to complement the indispensable pipe. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay, I was like, okay, there's a reason for it. Wow, he looks like a fucking idiot on the right. Oh my gosh. All right, great. What is this? An early proposal sketch. Steampunk. Well, yeah, it is a little bit steampunk. Iris is just weird. Like, design-wise, it's just completely, like, left field. Like, completely anime. It is very strange. And I mean, she cute. She a good kid, clearly. I want those hang. What? Yo, this could be like Iris' sister or something. This is a really good design. Oh, that's a really good design. I like that. Damn, what a shame. These are all really good. Boy. Where's the button? I have to clean out my gallery, my photos later. Oh, Kazuma. How do I see? Okay. Oh, Kazuma. This is actually a really great reference, though, for when I want to inevitably draw fan art. Ah! I really wanted to draw fan art, but I also didn't want to look up images because I wasn't spoiled. I actually did get spoiled by one thing. I think it was a spoil, but I won't obviously say what it is. So we'll see how it goes. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm glad he does not look like that. I do not think I would love him as much if he looked like that. Oh, gosh. Oh, look, it's fucking, what's his name? Baroque. 2014. This game is fucking old. This is 7 years old, bitch. Oh my god. It took us so long to get it, but I'm glad we got it. I'm so glad that they decided to localize it. Localize it just for me. Yeah, we still don't know much about him yet. Like, why is the man retired? Oh wait, well, they said that he said it was because he was like betrayed by his Nipponese friend or whoever the fuck. We still have yet to figure it. What the fuck is this? Whoa, feather boa. What the hell? He looks like he would be a detective. He looks like he would be like a British Royal Guard or something. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Oh, Mikotoba. Oh, him. This judge is fucking hot. He's like a dilf. Or a grandpa. Grandpa, I'd like that. Oh, well, never mind. We don't have to get there. And then Hosonaga, fuck her. Never even got to see her face. Oh, fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Oh, hey, judge. And then there's all these people. Yeah. These two cute kids. Gina, very cute. Luigi, and Strongheart, who's kind of like, you know, hasn't done shit. This guy who could have been cool, but he's like a dick. Brothers of Ambitious Dreams. Since they were already commemorative group pictures at the end of each game, I sought to avoid the same themes and motives in these pictures. Yeah, whoa. There were story spoilers in this downloadable content. It's recommended you finish both titles before proceeding. Thank you for telling me. What? Oh my god. Okay, I was like, all right. I'm glad it told me. This picture is so weird because it's Ryunosuke's hair is just like thinning here. Like, where's his hair? It definitely isn't that short. I don't think. Anyway, that's enough. So we still have like a bunch that they could. There's still more content to look at, but obviously we're not gonna go through that until we play the other game. What's this? Alternative outfits. They have alternative outfits in this game. Are you kidding? That suit looks so fucking cute. I don't like the hat. I don't like this outfit. This outfit's fucking shitty. Outfits are only available for the use in Great Ace Attorney 2. Oh, okay, so it shows up in the next game. I don't know if it's cute. I like the outfit, but I don't think I would want to see him wearing it every single day. Like, it's like I wanted to see him wear this during a festival. That happens in Britain, I guess. I love this look. Are you kidding me? I absolutely love it. He has a little mascot on his shoulder. I love this. I'm keeping this on. I'm absolutely 100% keeping this on. Are you kidding me? That's fucking cute as hell. Oh my god. Yes, thank you. I will keep that. What's accolades? These are the achievements. It's so weird. Why would this game have achievements where... Strange. Anyway. We're done. Thank you so much for watching this. If you've been if you have been watching it. I hope you've been enjoying me playing and doing kind of whatever voice acting. Like, I try my best, but you know, I do hope that, you know, if ever given the chance, you also play the game yourself. You know, even if you're watching me play, like, you should definitely enjoy, like, take the chance to play it yourself, because it's a great game. It's a great series. I love it so much. It's my favorite game series of all time. But arigatou gozaimasu for watching me play and putting up with me and my nonsense when I cry about anime men who do not exist in the real world. Yeah. So that's it. Now to just kind of have self-control and not play the next game like immediately, you know? I'm actually good. I actually don't feel an urgency to play the next game. I'm good. Maybe I'll play a different game or something, I don't know. Yeah. Until next time. Sayonara, or how do you say until next? Mata ne. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Or I just said I'll see you later, bye, whatever. Doesn't matter. Bye.